see how easy it is to create workflows within iTeam with no coding recoding, like everything we have been showing in these demos. Before, we saw that when we add a new user, Johan Santana, and we created him, immediately the account was created. So there was no workflow attached, so therefore there was no permissions required for Johan to be created. So his account, when we go to the inbox, we see that Johan's email, let's read the email. He's gonna get the notification for the two accounts, the iTeam account and the LDAP. So this is one, and this is the other account, and those get created. This is the LDAP, the OFN white pages. So let's say that we want to change that. We don't want users to be automatically created. We want users to be accepted by the manager first. Okay, so we're going to do that modification, and you see how easy that is. So we're going to go to the console or the cockpit. We're going to log in as an iTeam manager, and let's see if we can modify that. iTeam manager, put the password, and first thing that we're going to go into the cockpit is into design workflow, and we can design a request workflow like the one we have for the mortgage application, because that's an access. But this one that we're going to create is an account workflow, because it's when people request actually account, and when he requests an account for iTeam, for example, we're going to change it and make it for that. So the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to create a new workflow. We're going to put in here manager approval require. It's applicable to all members of the business unit, and it's applicable for all type. We could make this specific for every for Active Directory only, and then we can specify some specific actions for those, but we want to make it generic. Let's make it for all the service. Then into the activities, we can design complex workflow, or we can design simple ones. So let's say that we want to create a simple one. So here we're going to create an approval activity. This is not an email or a request for information. This is just so we click here and go, and we call this approved by manager. And in the approval type, we say who is going to be the approval? The manager. How many escalation days? Well, let's say the manager has 3 days for doing this, otherwise the escalation begin. And when the escalation, where does it go? To the iTeam admin, or the service owner, anybody with a specific role. So let's say that is the administrator. We're going to do the escalation. So we do that, click OK, and we have created a workflow. It's that easy. So now what we need to do is attach that workflow into a provisioning policy. So we click here on Manage Policies, we go to Provisioning Policies, and let's say that we're going to attach that one to the creation of the iTeam account. So in order for the user to have an iTeam account, his manager will have to approve that, instead of what we had before, which is automatically approved. So we go here to the default provisioning policy for iTeam, where the iTeam account gets created. And in the entitlements, we click on the iTeam service, and we are going to attach a workflow in here, the one we just created, manager approval required, that brand new one in there. That's all we need to do. We submit that. When immediately, yeah, why not? That's all. Let's see how the system behaves now. So we're going to now create another user. Let's say we're going to create Caroline Esther. she reports onto Eric Powers, and we click OK. And we're going to see that the account is not going to get immediately required. You saw that there's some emails going on, and we see that her manager, in this case, Eric Power, should have gotten an email, and here it is. It's a pending action. Well, you need to go into iTeam and approve and accept Caroline Esther. So notice that Caroline is not going to get an email for the iTeam. She's going to get one for the white pages, because we didn't attach it to that. We could have, but just to keep it simple and to show the difference, we left it that way. So if we go to Caroline Esther's email, we see that she only got one of the email, and that email is for the LDAP. You see, she has no iTeam email. So Eric knows that he needs to approve that pending workflow, and he can just go from the email into iTeam and log in as ePowers. In the sexy looking GUI, ePowers, and he has an action pending, approved by manager. That's the name we gave it. And now when we said, yep, I accept this employee, accept this employee, and submit this, bang, that's all he needed to do. If we go back to Caroline's email, let's open the email here, and we go to Mrs. Esther. Where are you, Caroline? Here she is. And yeah, now she got the 8:10. You can see the time here. We see that she got the iTeam account because this has been approved by the manager. You see how easy it is to do workflows in iTeam? No coding, not just a little bit of no. There's not such a thing as a little bit of coding. It's no coding. It's a binary thing. And you see how all the scenarios that we have shown in this demo with iTeam, no coding is required.